The other thing your dad told you, and you call him Jeep in the book. I like that. So the other thing Jeep told you was no whining, just work hard, nose to the grindstone. And you read about how originally they put you on the JV team. You didn't whine. You just tried harder. Then they move you up, as you say, fourth line. Here you weren't starting. No whining, just work harder. Then the next thing you know, you're setting all sorts of records for the school, and before that, you're on the Miracle on Ice team. And all I could think about was there's a story last year or the year before, I don't know, but it was when the players like Naomi Osaka started to complain about how she didn't want to do press conferences, and then they actually created like private meditation rooms, Mike, for all of the professional tennis players because they needed like a private mental health room before they went out. And I tweeted about this is nonsense. Like I would never want these people representing me in the U.S. military. Can you imagine? Like I've just got to go do my private, mantra before I go out. Like, no, toughen up for the love of God and have some perspective on what it is you're doing.
Yeah, again, you're dealing with different athletes. It's a different era, different time. At Boston University, we got strength conditioning coaches. We got the psychologists that meet with the students and meet with the athletes. When the kids today, and I kind of laugh about it, not laugh because I know there are some issues out there, but when kids today, they're called hyperactive and they give them medication to balance things off. When I was a kid, you were a pain in the ass. I could keep going to my father, hey, Dad, I'm hyperactive. Come here, I'll show you hyperactive. But again, we're dealing with it at a different time. And, some of these athletes have some issues, have some mental issues. And it's I can't fathom it because I never had anything like that. But is there that much pressure on them? Is it that much more demanding? Is it that much more difficult today than it was, back when, Major League Baseball players played baseball or football or hockey or whatever sports? Nothing was there then. Now, did some of those athletes need that kind of help? Maybe they did, and we didn't know it. But it seems to be more of the norm now than it ever was.
You get to Miracle on Ice team, you got Herb Brooks creating the psychological issues, then you'd have a sports psychologist trying to fix them. That's how that would have worked.
Right.
But
yeah.
you were born to play for a guy like Herb, given the experience that we just discussed. So you're playing for Boston. You did some stints in sort of International Hockey League and sort of the equivalent of a AAA hockey league. And one thing leads to another. You get a tryout. You've done some national championship teamwork. So you've been playing at the national level and recruited as somebody who is one of our best. But how did you wind up being one of the 26? Because of course now, as portrayed in the movies, they took 26 players. Herb selected 26 players for the 1980 Olympic hockey team, but only 20 could go. So 6 guys the whole time knew they were going to get cut. You just didn't know who. So how did you become one of the 26?
I guess Herb liked me. I never really thought about it. You always worried. He threatened to cut me. He said, I'm going to cut you. And I'm thinking, he can't cut me. I'm the captain. And I'm thinking, you know what? He could cut me. That's just the way Herb was. He challenged you throughout the course of the year. But, again, keep your nose to the grindstone and try to prove that you should be one of the 20 players. Even though I was the captain of a team, I wasn't the best player on our team. I'd like to think I was an important part of our team, like every member of my team was. I've said many times, we don't win without Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson was unbelievable in Lake Placid. When we needed a goal, it would be like magic. We need a goal, and he'd score it. But I think that's what made our team so special was everybody had a role. Everybody understood what they needed to do in order for our team to win. And maybe Herb saw a role in me. He saw something in me as either the captain of the team or somebody that my teammates respected on the ice, but more importantly, maybe off the ice. I still don't believe, and I've never even asked Herb or any of my teammates, I don't believe I was voted captain by my teammates. There's no way 12 guys from Minnesota are voting for somebody from Boston.
Inflation is out of control, and one area we see it more than ever is in the grocery store. Even though grocery prices feel like they have doubled, Good Ranchers prices have stayed low and affordable. Once you subscribe, your price never goes up. Your best price is locked in for life. They sell 100% American meat and deliver it to your door for a great price. American meat, I say. See, the problem is 85% of the grass-fed beef in stores and online is imported, and who knows from where. Shop Good Ranchers for all of your beef, chicken, and seafood needs. Their beef is prime and upper choice, the 2 highest grades possible. They sell amazing steaks, ribeyes, T-bones, New York strips, highly recommend, and more. You can get steakhouse quality at home with Good Ranchers, pre-seasoned if you want. They take all the hard work out of it for you to make it super easy and convenient. Good Ranchers also takes the guesswork out of the meat aisle. Having them in your fridge makes mealtime easy, convenient, less stressful. Plus, their packaging makes it easy to cook what you want and then save the rest. Smart in these times. Their animals are ethically raised and sustainably sourced. They do things the right way, and it shows in every box. Just go to goodranchers.com/Megyn, Megyn, for $30 off and free express shipping so you can start enjoying it at once. That's goodranchers.com/Megyn. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered. And if you don't buy the meat in your house, please tell the person who does to check out Good Ranchers. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.